let me ask you something. Do you keep going to bed later than you want to and paying for it the next day? That's been me for too long. To the point where I started questioning who I was becoming. How did I end up like this? I grew up in a country where it's dark for nearly half the year. I stayed indoors a lot, had a high screen time, and without really noticing, my environment trained me into this rhythm. From going to bed late as a teenager to freelancing with deadlines as a young adult, I started going to bed later and later. Eventually, I wasn't just staying up late. I was going to bed when most people were already waking up. That meant the only daylight available was when I was asleep. I lived in complete darkness for weeks at a time, and it directly affected my energy, mood, and anxiety levels. At some point, I stopped seeing this as a routine problem and started seeing it as who I was, a night owl living during the late hours. But even with that label, my life was out of balance. I shamed myself for not being disciplined enough to sleep earlier, even though discipline was never the real issue. Learning about chronotypes helps me understand my natural preference for sleeping late, but it doesn't excuse staying stuck in an unhealthy cycle. Because if nothing changed, I wasn't just moving too slowly toward my goals, I was risking giving up on them entirely, simply because I didn't have the energy to keep going. I decided that changing my environment might be the fastest way to rebuild myself. Now, I just completed my move to Madeira, which gives me a rare chance to redesign everything. The plan is extremely simple. I want to see how much I can realistically shift my internal clock in just 5 days. Sunrise is my accountability for waking up earlier. Sunset is my accountability for going to bed earlier. That's the only non-negotiable. Let's see what happens. I have been awake all night working on my video and my thumbnail. I'm gonna have to start this routine by watching the sunrise and then going to bed, because honestly I won't be able to stay awake all day. It felt weird watching my first sunrise of this experiment and then taking a nap. My sleep score was bad, but I had to push through. Day 1 wasn't about performance, it was about getting through the day. I just watched the sunset and I gotta say, wow, it is so peaceful and so quiet. It was nice to just do nothing but stand here and watch the sunset. Hopefully tomorrow I should also have some more sleep. It is now 8 and the sunrise is happening right over there. I'm walking to Funchal, which should take about an hour, so definitely a nice morning walk. It's raining and there's the sunrise at the same time. Look at this. Even on 6.5 hours of sleep, the morning walk woke me up. And being around other people made me feel normal again. It was like I was automatically gaining focus. This was a day of having a routine, a proper routine, you know? It just feels a lot nicer than just working from a room alone. I've been doing so much of that this past year, you know, at home in Stockholm. My task right now is legit just to watch the sunset. I think tonight I'm definitely gonna sleep. Hopefully a little bit more at least. This is the exact moment where things went wrong. Instead of getting more sleep, I fell right back into my old habits.
I might actually skip the sunrise today. Fuck.
Honestly, I fucked up. Got stuck on my phone last night and put it away way too late, fell asleep way too late, slept for way too long, missed the sunrise. I just fell right back into it, my old routine. I feel ashamed that I'm even gonna put this on YouTube. I'm considering just scrapping this video because I can't. I had this very simple non-negotiable and I fucked that up. Yeah, it just feels like shit. I wanted to quit, but instead of giving up, I pushed through the shame and worked until sunset. I just don't like feeling the way I did today. There's just so much like shame involved, and it looks like I'm getting a visitor here. Are you here to make me feel better? So cute. Should I pet you now? After 10 minutes of petting the cat, I redesigned my environment to avoid repeating the same mistake from the night before. Instead of punishing myself, I simply made it harder to fail, and as a result, I got 9 hours of sleep. I'm gonna sign up for a gym here, make sure that I can like consistently work out again, because it's something I used to do in Sweden, and yeah, I want to do it again. I'm excited about, you know, getting back to my habits today and actually having a workout. So let's go. Working out again helps me feel awake, but watching the sunset is what made me feel calm. Yeah, I just feel super present again. Ever since I arrived, I've just kind of been stuck in trying to like focus on what's the next thing, what's the next thing, what's the next thing. It's super nice to like feel like I'm getting back on track today, and hopefully I can just continue with like some really good momentum from here. To keep the momentum going, I finally unpacked my suitcase, used my sunset glasses while doing a final bit of work, and started the next day with skincare and supplements. Starting the day right made it easier to listen to what my body actually needed. I've now been watching the sunrise for about half an hour. I'm gonna go back inside, properly start my day by taking a nap, and then I will be productive for sure. I don't really feel stressed anymore. One of the things that like breaks routine the most is definitely when you are stressed and like when you're not calm, you know? After my nap, my sleep debt was almost gone. I felt clear enough to finish work, but also to do a bit of meditation before it was time to pack up and head out for my final sunset. Looking at the numbers, things did improve. Sleep got more consistent, screen time came down, habits slowly came back, but that wasn't really the point. The goal of this week was to interrupt the pattern. Everything else was a bonus. I wasn't perfect. I slipped up and I missed 2 sunrises. But the real win was that I made conscious decisions again, and that changed how I see myself. 5 days isn't enough to fix my sleep, but interrupting the pattern was enough to move me toward the life that I want to live. I think I'm gonna stop shaming myself as much after this, because obviously now after this experiment I know that I can have meaningful days again, even if mornings are hard for me. If you relate to me, then maybe you can see this as a sign to interrupt your own pattern that is keeping you from the life that you actually want to live. But if you enjoy this, then please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the video right here for some more inspiration and good vibes. Thank you.